When the Chiefs last played the Titans, KC advanced to Super Bowl 54. As we kick off Week 7, Tennessee finally gets their chance at revenge, and it's headed your way next.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Got caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive INT.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarrett McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The former Steeler Bud Dupree in on the tackle.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferguson. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Play action. It's Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Reynolds here.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Tannehill hooking up with Reynolds for a Titan first.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Tannehill. And he's got his big tight end here. And it's a Titans touchdown. Anthony Fertzer, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
From the 31, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That catch good for only a couple. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. But Baker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down and getting the field goal range here at the 29. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Baker Mayfield, as sharp as you can be throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in the victory. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they've got the lead at halftime over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, check on the Patriots. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Corey Davis, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. And meanwhile, for the Titans, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle, and he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now it's Mahomes again. He finds Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Running from the gun with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Tershawn Wharton coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Henry with a run on 1st down, but he's not going anywhere as he'll get to him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Ferkser, the tight end. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Play action. It's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 14-11, a minute 45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Mahomes. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Tennessee, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.